Yo. Welcome back, everybody. Welcome back to another video where I'm inevitably talking about more trends. What a surprise that is. Oh my gosh. What's a surprise? So today we're going to be talking about trendy fashion brands that fell off in like very recent years. Now, trends come and go and brands come and go, and you know, with that, we don't really care. We're just on to the next one. We never really care about the last one. We're not going to care about the future ones, really. We're just going to care about it at the time. Now, with that being said, I want to start off with the first brand, that being Gallery Department. Now, I believe in 2020, it was definitely 2020 to 2021, Gallery Department just had a stranglehold on the culture. Like, everybody wanted a pair of those Gallery Department jeans. It had a crazy price point, being around like $1,000 or more, or a little less than $1,000. It was essentially, everyone came to find out over time that it was just reworked Levi's or Carhartts. So over time, you started seeing a lot of other brands, I mean, still to this day, that just decided to do that themselves, where they were gonna make like a rip-off version and just charge $200, because it is just tailoring. At the end of the day, it's not really that complicated, which is why the price of $1,000 was insane. But I mean, hype is hype, and hype drives the culture. So I love hype. That's the thing too. People get mad about hype or trends changing. It's like, that's a good thing. This thing doesn't change. If there becomes one definitive answer, trust me, this whole industry goes up in flames. This is a faith-based industry. This is not based off logic or anything. With that being said, though, I guess they fell off. You could say it was kind of self-induced, because they pretty much stopped operations, I believe, in 2021. And what's weird is that they ended up coming back recently, because I think it was just, too much money to be made. That it was kind of like, it was like stopped, and it's like, you're trying to do the artsy thing of like, yeah, we're gonna slow it down. Maybe that could have been a fell way to retain their brand identity and image, or not really work on, well, what are you gonna do next? Maybe they was like, we're just gonna do this one thing, stop it for a bit, then start it up again, so that people are just kind of happy that we're back and not necessarily worried about, well, what next? Because that's the dreaded question for any brand that's having a moment. It's, you have people's attention now, but are you gonna be able to keep it? So it's still, what next are they going to do? But it was insane to see them have that insane run they had, and then for them to just be like, all right, shutting down shop, we'll see you later, and then pop back up and be like, you know what, we lied about that. We would like to run it back for sure. We made an insane amount of money, and I'm pretty sure nothing that profitable came after that. So, and I think Josue got like a couple jobs at maybe some, companies for creative directing, but the money runs out, so he's back. And another big fall off, I will say, is definitely Kith. Kith was never really on. I guess it was just a place for people to go and shop and hang out, but it never really was on. It was always just, a staple of the culture, but over time I feel like it's become less of a place to go, less of a place to be, less of a place to be seen. It was always kind of cringe, we liked Ronnie Fieg for like a little bit, but then that ended so quickly that I don't even know how to describe it. It's clear that Ame Leon Dore has taken their place, and I think it's pretty ironic that both Ronnie Fieg and I think it's Teddy. I think that's his name. I think his name is Teddy Santis. I hope I'm not getting his name wrong right now. But the man who is behind Ame Leon Dore is actually good friends with Ronnie Fieg, and Kith was the first place that stocked Ame Leon Dore. So I think that's a very interesting thing, where to me they both occupy the same place in culture. They're just a different aesthetic, an update of the aesthetic, even though it seems more nostalgic, which is weird. So I would definitely say Kith is number 2, because the gimmicks of being a food place and selling ice cream, all that stuff has been kind of co-opted by other brands or other institutions, and I feel like they laid a foundation that other people continue with, which is like a concept fashion store. Even Colette eventually shut down, so I think that idea was just, over time, as hype culture kind of waned, those institutions kind of waned with it. Speaking of hype culture, number 3 brand that kind of fell off, which is kind of sacrilegious to say, but I will say, as a trend, Nike Jordans did fall off. It was at a time where Jordans just had, not just Jordans, but Nikes in general, especially last year, just had a stranglehold on everyone's feet. Everyone just wanted like Nike Dunks or before that retro Jordans. And I think the Dunks were the last hurrah, but after time it's like people just don't care that much. It is, you know, a new shoe replaces them in the zeitgeist and we keep moving. There's not much to say about that. It's just people bought it a bunch. The prices went down when they started making too many pairs, and we just got tired of it and we moved on. So I mean, it wasn't even their fault. It was just, you know, we're finicky. Everyone is just fickle. We like something, then we don't like it. And that's kind of what happened there. I mean, it might not be fair, but it is what it is. It's like, now we're back, but now we're like on Adidas Sambas, which I don't know, man. It's all doesn't make sense. None of this makes sense. And that's the way the news goes. Talk to you guys later. See ya.